Ever feel like you're giving your all, but getting nothing back? Well, stick around, because we're about to dive into some real talk about love, life, and the stuff that makes us human. Picture this: you're texting back and forth all day, putting in the effort, but then, silence. That one special person goes quiet, and suddenly your world feels off. We've all been there, right? It's crazy how one person can flip our emotions upside down. But here's the thing: relationships aren't just about the good times. They're about the work we put in, day after day. It's like tending a garden. If you stop watering the plants, they wither away. Same goes for love. Now, let's talk about something that might hit close to home. Have you ever changed something about yourself, maybe your hair or your style, after a breakup? Don't worry, you're not alone. In fact, studies show that 80% of people do the same thing. It's like we're trying to become a new person, to leave the pain behind. Speaking of pain, here's a little secret: focusing on it only makes it worse. But if you look at what you can learn from tough times, you'll come out stronger. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Let's switch gears for a second. You know those people who are always complaining? They're probably the hardest to be around. But think about it, maybe they're the ones who care the most. They're just showing it in a not-so-great way. Here's something: wild women tend to have more scary dreams than men. Isn't that interesting? It's like their brains are working overtime, even when they're asleep. Now, let's get real about love. A true partner doesn't play games. They don't try to make you jealous. Instead, they make others jealous of how well they treat you. That's the kind of love we should all aim for. But remember, no matter how careful you are with your words, some people will always twist them. Don't let that stop you from being kind, though. Give without expecting anything back. It's not always easy, but it's how we make the world a little bit better. Here's a tough truth: sometimes the people who hide their feelings are the ones who care the most. They're afraid of getting hurt, so they keep their hearts locked up tight. And guys, listen up, loving a woman isn't just about the big gestures. It's about treasuring her heart every single day. That's what makes a real man. Let's talk about something lighter for a second. Did you know that shopping can actually boost your confidence? It's true. It's like you're exploring new parts of yourself with every outfit you try on. Now, here's a piece of advice my dad used to give me: there are two types of people in this world: givers and takers. The takers might get more stuff, but the givers, they sleep better at night. Before we wrap up, let's touch on something we all struggle with: loneliness. You know what's the hardest kind? Feeling lonely when you're surrounded by people. It's like being in a crowded room but feeling invisible. So, what's the takeaway from all this? Love without conditions. Speak with kindness. Give without expecting anything in return. And most importantly, take care of yourself. Sometimes being happy means staying home, saying no to things, and just doing what makes you feel good. Remember, life is all about love and care. Share it with everyone, but don't expect anything back. It's a feeling, not a transaction. Thanks for sticking with me through all this. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And hey, drop a comment below about what resonated with you the most. Let's keep this conversation going.